Are you also looking for a good Minecraft server where you can play without needing a premium account? Do you also want BedWars, SkyBlock, Survival, PvP, active players, low ping, and a server that actually feels fun? Well, I searched for some of the top cracked Minecraft servers and made a list to find out which one is actually worth playing in 2026. I didn't just check which server is the most popular. I joined them myself, tested the game modes, checked the lag, looked at the community, and tried to see which server gives the best overall experience. Starting with number 1, Mineland. Once I entered this server using the IP on the screen, I instantly saw that there were plenty of game modes to choose from. And just so you know, I have actually been playing this server for a pretty long time. But for this video, I wanted to give it another proper try in front of you guys, like a normal player joining the server. The lobby was easy to understand, the game modes were easy to find, and I didn't feel lost after joining, which is honestly very important for any Minecraft server. First, I tried Fireball Fight, and honestly, the mechanics worked really well. The movement felt smooth, the fireballs worked properly, and the fights were actually fun. The only annoying thing was that some players really love spamming fireballs, but I guess that's expected in Fireball Fight. After that, I tried BedWars. BedWars is one of those modes where you can quickly tell if a server is good or bad. If the hit registration, knockback, bridging, or overall gameplay feels weird, then the whole mode becomes annoying. But on Mineland, BedWars felt pretty solid. The matches were playable, the community was active, and overall, it felt like a proper BedWars experience. Then I went to my personal favorite mode, SkyBlock. I have been active on this SkyBlock for years, and after playing hundreds of SkyBlock servers on different cracked servers, this one is still one of my favorites. It has grinding, progression, features, and a reason to actually keep playing. It doesn't feel like you join once and then never come back. I am also looking for teammates on SkyBlock and Survival, so after joining from the IP on the screen, don't forget to send me an in-game mail using the command shown in the video. Maybe some of you can join my team, and we can play together. I also tried Survival, and it had some special collections and features that make it more interesting than normal basic Survival. And from my experience, Mineland also doesn't feel heavily pay to win. You can still grind, play, and enjoy the server without feeling forced to buy something. So after testing Mineland again, my first impression was simple. It has variety, it feels active, it is easy to understand, and it gives a pretty smooth experience. But I didn't want to decide too early, so I moved on to the next server. Number 2, ExtremeCraft. This server has been getting talked about a lot, and I wanted to test if the hype is actually real. When I joined, the lobby looked decent, but I quickly noticed that some game modes I usually expect, like Fireball Fight and Skywars, were either missing or not easy to find. BedWars also looked pretty inactive when I checked it, so I decided to try SkyBlock instead, because it looked like one of the more active modes. But when I entered SkyBlock, I didn't really get a proper guide on what to do. I was just walking around trying to understand how the mode works, and after some time, I found a hologram that helped me figure out how to create an island. I played it for around half an hour, but honestly, I didn't enjoy it as much. It wasn't completely bad, but compared to Mineland, it felt harder to understand and not very beginner friendly. Then I joined their survival. Usually when I join a survival server, I just type the usual RTP command and start exploring, so I did the same thing here. But the RTP world was pretty destroyed by players. There were broken areas, random builds, and it didn't really feel like a clean playable survival world. After that, I decided to try another mode called Townie. Joined it, explored the spawn a little, and again, I couldn't really understand what I was supposed to do at first, so I started trying random commands, and RTP worked there too. After exploring for a bit, it felt kind of like survival with some custom biomes and player-made areas, but again, the world felt messy and unmanaged. I even found some weird, inappropriate player-made structures, which I'll blur in the video. Overall, I didn't like ExtremeCraft as much. It has players and it has modes, but for me, the experience was confusing and not as clean. So at this point, Mineland was still dominating. Number 3, Gamster. This is another server I've been playing for quite some time, so I already had some experience with it. When I entered the server, there were a lot of game modes available, but the problem was that many of them looked inactive, and that's one issue with some big cracked servers. They show you a huge list of game modes, but if barely anyone is playing them, then it doesn't really matter. I decided to try the pit because I have played it before, and honestly, it is actually a pretty nice mode. It has good options, events, PvP, and it can be fun when the lobby is active. But the thing I didn't like as much was the moderation. There were some players who looked really suspicious, and some fights felt unfair. I'm not gonna call everyone a hacker without proof, but the experience definitely felt ruined in some moments. Now, I have played almost every game mode on Gamster before, and I still think it is a pretty nice cracked server, But when I joined for this video, most of the modes felt inactive, and the suspicious players made the experience worse. So overall, Gamster is decent, but I would still put Mineland above it because Mineland feels more organized, more engaging, less laggy, and has a better variety of active game modes. After that, I tried Jartex Network and Pika Network. I'm putting these two together because, honestly, they felt very similar to me. Both of them are popular cracked Minecraft servers, and I understand why many people play them. But from my testing, the experience felt kind of laggy. The gameplay style felt very similar, and I didn't really find anything super unique that made me want to stay longer. I don't want to waste your time by stretching this part too much, so I'll keep it simple. Jartex and Pika are playable, and they are popular, but for me, they were not better than Mineland. So after testing these cracked Minecraft servers, here's my final ranking for today. Now remember, this ranking is based on my own testing and my own experience. Maybe some of these servers are better at different times, or maybe there are modes I missed that you guys really enjoy. So if you know any cracked Minecraft server that you think is better than Mineland, comment it down below. I'll try your suggestions in the next video and compare them properly. Also, if you want videos on low-end Minecraft mods, FPS boost settings, best resource packs, PvP packs, or more cracked server reviews, let me know in the comments. And if you're joining Mineland, send me an in-game mail. I'm looking for teammates for SkyBlock and Survival. Subscribe for more Minecraft server videos, and I'll see you in the next one.